What is up, guys? Drew Martin here with the best bets for Saturday, October 31st, Halloween Saturday, and a full slate of college football. So it should be a fun one tomorrow. Coming at you about 5:40 p.m. Pacific time here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Last week, 2-0, big week. And that makes us 7-5 best bets for the season, up 1.5 units. So hopefully keep this rolling. And going back with 2 games for Saturday, so would love to get another 2-0. Welcome in on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook as well, all Drew Martin bets. So appreciate you all joining me, and Deadhead Money, welcome in, buddy. So hopefully find 2 winners for you here on Saturday's card. So first up, 11 a.m. Pacific kick here, UCF versus Houston. We got UCF is -2.5 or -3-point road favorites. 82.5 being the total. So a really high total here. I think both defenses are actually going to be up against it. Couple reasons why I'm getting involved on the side, guys. I do like UCF -2.5, -115 is what you can bet them at offshore, or you can get them -3 mostly here in Las Vegas. I think UCF's offense is going to have a heyday. You know, they have their quarterback, Dylan Gabriel, redshirt sophomore here, the lefty, very good, very highly recruited kid. Number 1 in the nation in yards per game and number 1 in the nation in touchdowns with 19. Their offense averaging over 640 yards per game. And going up against Houston defensively, Houston's rush defense is very good. Top 10 in terms of defensive rush, only giving up 2.6 yards per rush. The weird thing about Houston is they're bottom 10 in terms of defending the pass, 9.6 yards given up per pass play. And the problem for Houston is they're going up against the wrong opponent when you struggle defensively against the pass. And UCF, you know, we just went over that, the number 1 passing team in the country. So I think Houston's really going to be up against it. I mean, when you look at kind of more of the metrics in yards per play, UCF over 7 yards per play, meaning every time they snap the ball, they're moving it forward over 7 yards. That's number 8 in the country, where Houston 5.26 yards per play. That's just under 80th in the country. So, you know, overall, it's a great game here. You know, since the inception of the AAC, the American Athletic Conference, this is the number 1 and number 2 programs here. UCF with 42 wins and in Houston with 37 wins. So it should be a good one in Houston. And I guess kind of the cherry on top here with UCF, their defensive coordinator, Randy Shannon, has been a great recruiter there for the Knights. But, you know, the coaching-wise, turnovers, UCF's defense is kind of all or nothing, and it has worked against them at times. I think it's going to work more for them coming up in the next couple games. Their havoc rate is actually pretty good. So even though they give up a lot of points, they cause turnovers. And I think that that's something that's repeatable going forward. So going up against Clayton Tune, the Houston quarterback, they've already made 14 turnovers year to date. I think they get a couple here against Houston. That helps them as well. And then all of the offensive metrics towards UCF. So I like UCF here, -2.5 if you can find it. And I'll go on record with -3. So kind of the worst of the number right now, just to kind of keep it easy for record keeping purposes. So I would really recommend getting down on UCF -2 in the hook. So if it lands 3, you can cash your bet. But for record keeping purposes, I'll do it on UCF -3 against Houston. Last tidbit here, 74 degrees, sunny with light winds in Houston. So shouldn't be any reason why UCF shouldn't be able to throw the ball with a lot of success. So that's the first one in here, guys. Thanks for joining me. 805, welcome in on Twitter. We got Matt Got Jotes, welcome in. Bang Bang, Jay Cone, Paco Healy, my boy. I guess I'll see you next Saturday, Paco, here in New Orleans. And by New Orleans, I mean the casino here in Las Vegas. So got one more game for you guys. Best bet style in the Sun Belt. It's 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific kick here. Troy versus Arkansas State. 69.5, Arkansas State -3 at home in Jonesboro. That's the side I like, Arkansas State here. Couple reasons why. The Troy program, Troy Brown, their old coach, he left it pretty good, and he took, more money in a bigger program, a bigger job at West Virginia. Chip Lindsey comes in, and they really haven't performed all that well. It's something I'm looking to kind of grasp into. Maybe they might be a fade candidate going forward, but they are a fade for me on Saturday. They're only 3 wins this season against Middle Tennessee State, Texas State, and Eastern Kentucky by only 1 point. Eastern Kentucky, an FCS team, Middle Tennessee and Texas State, likely, and by my power ratings, both of them bottom 10 teams in Division I college football. So in terms of their wins, not very impressive at all. I think this Troy team is going to have some trouble here the next couple weeks, especially because they're starting quarterback Gunnar Watson. He took a big shot when he was finishing his follow-through throw against Georgia State this past Saturday, game that I was watching live. Didn't look good, looked like kind of a lung rib issue. The backup came in, played decent, but still something to keep in mind. The backup quarterback is likely to be starting in this game for Troy on the road in Jonesboro, and going up against an Arkansas State team that has extra preparation time. They did lose last week at App State on a Thursday nighter, I believe, so they'll have those extra couple days. And watching Blake Anderson, their head coach's press conference, he even mentioned it. The extra couple days are going to help them. In Arkansas State here, I think their record is a little bit misleading. One, they've had a very difficult schedule. Their 3 losses are Memphis, Coastal Carolina, and App State. Memphis is a team that beat UCF. Coastal Carolina, they're one of the surprises of the college football season, and Arkansas State beat them before like the surprise was really out. So they didn't even really know what was coming for them. And that Coastal Carolina team, don't want to take anything away from them. They're really good on the offensive and defensive fronts. And then Appalachian State here on the Thursday night in Boone, North Carolina. That was a real tough trip for them. Sure enough, they took the loss, but they're getting extra preparation time. We've seen them in years past off of a loss play very well under Blake Anderson. They have, NFL talent at the skill positions on offense. I think that they really take it to Troy here. I'd lay the 3 with Arkansas State at home. Another one where it looks like 60 degrees, light wind, and sunny in Jonesboro, Arkansas. So those are the 2 plays here, guys. Hopefully go back-to-back 2-0. Giving out 2 plays has gone well in the past. Hopefully it goes well again here. So we got UCF -3. If you can find 2.5, that's even better. But on record, I'll go UCF -3 against Houston, and also Arkansas State -3 hosting Troy. So that's the plays there, guys. And best of luck if you're tailing here. 7-5 on the year, plus 1.5 units off of a 2-0 last week. So that's it, guys. Shout out Coy. What's up, buddy? Yeah, you're on Arkansas State as well. Fading Troy, bang, bang. All right, Doug, welcome in. Let's get after it, guys. Hopefully we can cash these tickets. So thanks for joining me, guys, at Drew Martin Bets on Twitter. Also, Drew Martin Bets on YouTube, trying to grow the YouTube as well. So check it out if you're more of a YouTube person. And Facebook as well, trying something new there. So, guys, best of luck with your bets. Have a fun, safe Halloween weekend, and we'll talk next Friday. Best of luck, guys.